And I'm live, and once again I'm backwards. Oh, that button right there. There we go. How's it going, guys? So anyway, ooh, hair crazy today. Can't do anything about it. Maybe, not worth it. Hair, a little bit crazy. But anyway, Sargon of Akkad has created an outrage. Look at that way. On Twitter, which is hilarious. Not Twitter, Patreon. It's good in one sense because people are standing up a bit against these big corporations that are clamping down on our freedom of speech, which is amazing. The bad part is that especially conservative people that comment on conservative philosophy and conservative news outlets and whatnot, they've lost, like, on average, I'd say at least 500 Patreons. So that's bad for them. But across the board, I've been listening to people talk about these different Patreons talk about it all day. They don't care. In essence, they're just like, this thing needs to burn to the ground if they're going to do this to us. And so right now, Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin, they put up a movie earlier today. Oh, sorry, earlier, I think it was yesterday that they actually put up, not a movie, a video where they're actually talking about building an alternate platform. And for me, it's right now the internet is upending itself. I guess instead of everything that I wrote into the previous video, I should have just said internet upends itself. The content creators they're changing everything. It's done. We're going to see complete change in content creators. It's going to be great. So we're going to see, I've never done this in portrait mode before, so there's so much more stuff that goes on here. But anyway, everything's going to change. We're going to see a massive change on the internet. The powers are shifting. There's talk of Gab. I think it was Gab is actually seeking to create an actual new bank, in essence, to facilitate their payment processing. Jordan Peterson, who has tons of money, Dave Rubin, and essentially the intellectual dark web as a whole. I would not be surprised if Ben Shapiro steps in and contributes to this. But we're going to see a huge shift. It's all changing right now. So right now we're seeing essentially an evolution in the internet. This is the time. It literally all happened because they banned Sargon of Akkad. And since they banned Sargon of Akkad, it's all changing. I'm trying to figure out what the best view for this is. It said that light thingy right there. Let me get my finger there. That light switch, I need to repaint. It looks really dirty. I need to repaint that thing. But anyway, everything's changing as of now. The internet, as we know it, is changing. Because the Silicon Valley corporations decided to F over Sargon of Akkad, and because they decided to F him over, it's changing. They're done. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow I wake up and find out that Elon Musk has created a new platform. Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin, they're shooting for getting a new platform out before Christmas, which is like, what, a week away? Well, before the end of the year. So 2 weeks away. Like, it's all changing. So this is going to be fun. We're going to see the left is going to flip the F out. Everything's changing. So we're going to have a lot of fun here on the internet. And I'm really looking forward to it. And for me, the most amusing thing is, it's because they banned one guy. It's not because they banned Alex Jones, although that added fuel to the fire. They banned Sargon of Akkad. And he has become the martyr. Patreon banned Sargon of Akkad. And now it's over. like Tim Pool, like the freaking the Sam Harris. That's what his name is. I don't even really like watching the guy. I think he's the 13th highest um, Patreon, in income person for Patreon. Sam Harris, just that one guy dropping off. It's done. See, my room is a lot nicer. It's just that at that angle. I need to work on a better angle. That was my granddad made, etc. Blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm having so much fun right now. Because they banned Sargon of Akkad, Patreon lost their 13th highest income guy, Sam Harris, which, in my opinion, he's still an idiot. But, oh, it's glorious. We're going to see how this goes. But Sam Harris dropped off. Sargon of Akkad, obviously, he's not there. Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson are going to drop off as soon as they can build a new network. Tim Pool, he's going to be done as soon as he can get people onto a different network other than he's working on. V doesn't care. Like, we've got the entire international group of people, of content subscribers saying, we're done. So I can't wait to see what happens next. This is so great. I just wish Donald Trump would actually do YouTube videos because it would be over. If he just did YouTube videos and then he added a Patreon or whatever the intellectual dark web is coming up with, if he just added that, it would be over. I just wish I could talk to Donald Trump like I am now, because if any of you post comments, I will answer them. Can you imagine what would happen if our president did that? Oh, I'm having a ball. It's going to be great. Great! Build that wall. Everything's going to be so great. It's going to be epic. I still need to work on my Donald Trump impersonation. But anyway, we're going to see how everything changes now. But to recap, Sam Harris dropped off. Tons of different YouTube personalities are dropping off or are on the verge of dropping off. The intellectual dark web, including focusing on Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin, are building a new platform. We're trying to take away the monopoly. And Gab, they're trying to start a new bank so people can't stop payment processing. Because we don't only have to create a new payment platform, we have to create a new payment processing apparatus. It's all being worked on. I actually talked to a senator the other day. I tried contacting the senator the other day, and I was not able to get a hold of the person. And because I was trying to figure out if she had any lines on, financial backers that would be interested in this. And all I had to do was wait a week, and the problem's already solved. Of course, I wish I would make a lot of money off the problem, but this is what I'm happy about. It's going to be great. I'm just waiting to see the entire system collapse. I actually think I'm going to start taking money out of this. I have like $800 in the stock market. I'm going to start taking it out, and I'm going to, set it aside because I think this is going to. I think that because Patreon banned Sargon of Akkad, I think the stock market is going to tank because just Sargon of Akkad, that one banning, the stock market is going to tank because Silicon Valley is going to start losing users across all of their platforms. And I use my hands, and I need to get a video of this. Like, I need to do Dave Rubin video, but so I can use my hands in it. Anyway, they're going to start losing all their platforms. And I honestly think the stock market is going to be taking a pummeling for at least the next month. So tomorrow I really need to remember to take the small amount of money I have in the stock market out, because I think it's going to go down. And Essentially because I think Silicon Valley's done. I'd give it Silicon Valley 2 years at max at this point, and then it's going to spread. It's going to decentralize. Right now, we've got a centralized Silicon Valley, centralized online media platforms. Everything's decentralizing right now, so it's going to be great. And this is bad angle, better angle. Well, I need to do that one. That was good. There we go. I need to work on that one. And I need to focus right there. Anyway, I'm working on these live videos, trying to make them more entertaining, but make America great again. And grace be with you. Peace. Bye.